And so I turned over and I look at the video screen. And on it, I see commentary from the public in response to something that the Department of Justice supposedly has done as far as dropping the charges against Flynn, General Flynn. And the commentary is, no, okay, no, put him in jail. Put the people who did this in jail. Put the people who did that in jail. And you can imagine how the conversation goes, especially if you happen to be thinking on that line. But it amazes me, ladies and gentlemen, and I just want to draw attention to it because I'm sure you maybe haven't given it too much thought. And that is how people respond to, and how manipulated people can be, and how misled people can actually be if they stop for a moment and think about it. For instance, the information that came out about Flynn through this earlier investigation, those who accepted that information, there was no doubt they trusted everything that was done, and they still do. They trust everything. To them, what they came up with General Flynn is exactly true. And how they responded to it, that's altogether different matter. That depends upon the system. Now, here you get a man in the White House who says everything is messed up and I'm going to change everything. He came in and the people shouldn't have any health care. Barack Obama was wrong for trying to do that, treat you. Barack Obama was just incompetent. Everything negative he could think about Barack Obama. And so all of a sudden, when it comes down to issues like that, what the heck would he do? He gets people that think like different than the way he thinks and fires them. And he'll stand before the American people and speak to us lies. And then he will hire people, letting everybody know that he is hiring liars. He's hiring people that have no respect based upon a teaching, a norm, a measure of social conduct that is shared by the people coming amongst them. So they stray away from that. He's telling everybody that. He gets a attorney general who says, I agree with you. You are a king. And so he says, I'm setting out to review everything that this other administration did. And now I'm going to change it. And changes it. And so those people who were so satisfied with the issue in the beginning are now knowing to them everything that just happened is a crooked trick. I'm out to get them, put them in jail, lock them up, vengeful. Well, now since this has happened, are the Democrats or the other people saying the same thing about you guys? They probably are. But the point of it is this. Now you've jumped to this conclusion. You knew that it was all right. In the beginning, it was messed up. And so now, since the people have done this act, they've rescinded the decision that had been rendered in the beginning. Now, why though? Why don't we think about the fact that it doesn't matter whether the first expression of Flynn's conduct was true and accurate? We, the people, still are losers. So they switch that decision to the other side. We, the people, still are losers. So why are we saying put them in jail? Why are we saying all this stuff? We still losers. If they put them in jail, we still losers. If they had Flynn locked up and everybody, Donald Trump and his exercise of power prevented people from getting information that probably would have had a lot of more people locked up, even if they were locked up. What would that do for us? Not a dead blasted thing. And all of this confusion is based on the basic principle that people are doing different kinds of things trying to live within this system. Different kinds of things, different variations of conduct. Some acceptable, some not. But they're all being done trying to make it within the social economic system. And what we are doing here, right here at this moment, taking sides on this and taking sides on that, right there tells us we have not come anywhere. We're just as far from liberation as we were back before you were born. But we are also at the same time just as close to liberation than you've ever been before. Because the truth, my friends, will set you free. The truth will set the people who agree with Donald Trump and this activity that they've taken place, and the people who disagree with it will become one in their view. And what is in their view is that this has been a confused society, and we the people are confused. We know what we want, but we don't know how to get it because we are confused. We believe one way, and it's our way, and it contradicts the other's way. And it goes no way. But we keep repeating that because we don't know that there is another way. Another way than our way. We came into the world not on our way, but on another's way. We got to remember that. And so when we are caught up in a twine like this and can't escape, it's because we're doing our way. And that's where the confusion is, instead of doing it. And so that is my advocacy today. Let us think about peace, joy. Let us excuse every activity that others have done against we the people. Let us forgive him because we need to be forgiven as well. And our crimes against one another vary, but none is more vicious than another. So we are all guilty of being ugly, but we have the opportunity to be beautiful and wonderful. And this is what I'm calling us to be, beautiful and wonderful. Let me see, I'm talking so long. Ooh, I know. Ooh, 40s. Oh, there must be something else. There got to be something else. That must be the number of minutes I got remaining that I got so many videos on this thing, I'm going to have to delete them. Anyway, I think you get my point. So I won't go any further. I'll save a little bit of this time for some other time. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, this is Eddie Marcus saying goodbye.